Hello, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services sales executives for our video message of, the first video message of the year 2018. Welcome to 2018, and I have a question. Are you ready? Now, I'd like to start this first message of the year with some really exciting news. I read a lot of information on real estate and, of course, the markets we serve, but other markets, and just general information about how's the real estate business doing. And, normal years, you've got a lot of positives, you got some negatives, you got some things in the middle. I have to tell you, specifically for the markets we serve, it is all good news. Very rare that I see the wind at our backs in a very, very big way. All right? In fact, the wind is at the market's back. It's going to be a very good year. Now, with that said, if it's going to be a good year for the market, the real question is how do you ensure that it's a good year for you? Well, that's what I'd like the video message today to be about. And I want to position it where I really want you to avoid some traps that I see that we can all fall into. And I have 3 tips for you that I promise you will help you have one of the best years you've ever had, if not the best year. So let's jump right in. First, if you haven't already done it, I want you to review our company's 4-step business plan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, see your manager, and I promise you they will give you a copy. They can email it to you, give you a hard copy, whatever you need, but you need to review it. It covers each step that you're going to need to know and work with to have a phenomenal year. It's already done for you, and it covers some really important points. One key point is how you're going to generate your income, all right, starting the year. So review 4-step business plan. Second, I want you to think about having the correct strategy for the correct environment that we're in now, all right? And this is true across the country. So to give you some specifics we are in a low inventory real estate environment, virtually everywhere in the country. So if that's true, I want you to position yourself effectively. All right, now you can have your own ideas along these lines. I just want to give you one tip where it comes to where it's very important as dealing with low inventory. We've got to make sure sellers and buyers, specifically buyers in this example, are comfortable and feel that if they go see a property, it's actually available because they're moving fast in many aspects. I've talked about this before. I want you to give a lot of thought of doing more open houses. If you already do a lot of open houses and you're consistent at it, the advice I'd have for you is how can you make each open house more effective, more exciting, and more beneficial to your business. But if you're not doing enough open houses or doing any, you need to add it to your list. You need to add it to your repertoire. In a low inventory market, open houses are a great way to let the neighborhood know you're rocking, and also as people walk in, they're positive, that home's available, and you get to start the relationship there. And third, and certainly not least, one of the traps that you can fall into is, all right, I want this to be a great year, so I'm going to really jump into all this stuff, and you end up stressing yourself out, and you overwhelm yourself, and it's not needed. So here's the rule of thumb. This year, all right, one item at a time. And here's a simple system of how to do that. I want to complete X by when. So you have a timeline. I want to complete X by X timeline. I want to complete X by X timeline. They always have to go together. So this way you're very clear. This is a project that I want to complete. Now that project should be tied to your overall plan. But for right now, let's say that it is an important project and it is a priority. Then when are you going to complete that particular project? Always have a timeline that's hooked to it. Listen, We can sit there and write out all the things we need to accomplish and do. Yeah, that's a to-do list. And I know the whirlwind is out there, so things will keep coming. But if you're clear on this is a project, this is a priority that I want to get done, and truthfully, there's only one. And when you're done with that one, then you can go to the next one. All right? There's only one at a time, because when you spread yourself out and you're trying to do too much, you end up doing nothing and being ineffective for your business. In closing, we are going to have a phenomenal year. It's going to be busy. It's going to be profitable. It's going to be exciting for sellers. It's going to be exciting for buyers. There's a lot that's going to go on. Make sure it's exciting, okay, and worthwhile for you, because you took a look at you and your business and you made some important tweaks. Have a great week, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Happy 2018.